Hey Super Tubers, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and spread the word about the channel, and find me on these social media platforms.
What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Yes, indeed, it is over 9,000. So quickly after over 8,000, and as always, I must thank each and every one of you who has subscribed to the channel. It is my over 9,000 special, and I have indeed gone over 9,000 subscribers, which normally I wouldn't do a video at 9,000, but because I do a lot of Dragon Ball content, I would say 90% of my channel is Dragon Ball, I almost have to. Like, I have to do it. I feel even if you have 50% Dragon Ball content, you should do an over 9,000 special, because 9,000 is a very special word or phrase or meme in the Dragon Ball community. But I'm doing my over 9,000 special a little bit different. With the over 8,000 special, I asked you guys, how did you find my channel? And everybody gave me very diverse answers. Well, with my over 9,000 special, I'm going to do something that I feel probably should be done, needs to be done a little bit more often in our community, is I'm going to actually suggest to you whom you should be subscribed to on YouTube. There are channels that are larger than mine, there are channels that are smaller than mine, and I'm going to give you my recommendations as to who you should be subscribed to. Now, before I go on with this list, I just want to say, just because you did not make the list does not mean that I don't watch your channel. It just means that I'm probably saving your channel for a future video to talk about. But with this video, I'm going to give you 14 YouTube channels that you should subscribe to. Now, obviously, you have your Rhyme Styles and your Unreal Entertainment Gamings. These are the kind of the big boys. I don't really have to tell you that they even exist, all right? It's up to you as to whether or not you want to sub to them. I've done videos with Rhyme Style before. Very, very nice guy. I've never worked with Unreal Entertainment Gaming, but the point is that these guys are such figureheads in the community that they aren't really part of this list. These are mostly channels that some of you guys may never heard of, or maybe you did hear of, or you're kind of wondering if I should even watch their videos, or you're wondering what's the story with the channel. So I'm going to give you 14 YouTube channels that you should subscribe to, all right? And let's go ahead and start right now with my original partner on YouTube partner, not real life partner, even though I'm sure he wishes he would be. Super Jayain, Super Jayain's channel. If you haven't subscribed to it, go over there and subscribe now. Product reviews, you're going to get, he's the only one that I really know of, him and Dragon Ball Nation, which we'll get to shortly. He's doing product reviews on the different action figures and the different manga that's come out. So if you're curious about, you know, whether or not you should buy a specific DVD or buy a manga, which one to get, that's the man you got to talk to. Leave a comment in his videos or send him a message and ask him, you know, say, hey, what do you think about which version of the manga should I buy? He'll tell you, is this a good action figure? He'll tell you because he's got a lot of shit. So go there. Of course, the second partner I had was Laughingstock Media. Check out Laughingstock Media. It's not necessarily a Dragon Ball channel, but he does do a lot of Dragon Ball content. Of course, he is the innovator. Don't let anybody fool you guys. He is the innovator of Harold. Well, let me take that back. Harold is like his roommate. Contrary to popular belief, Harold is not anybody else's but his. So go to Laughingstock Media and subscribe. Most of you guys already know him because he's been on videos with me constantly, and we got more coming. Next, of course, now these next two I'm going to talk about, most of you guys I'm pretty sure you already know about. Blackenfist and Qaaman. Of course, Blackenfist most recently got an interview with Mr. Bruce Faulconer. I don't know if you guys have checked that out. If you're a fan of the Faulconer dub, it was a really good interview. Opened up my eyes for sure about the humbleness of Bruce Faulconer, at least on camera. We don't know how he is behind the scenes, but on camera he came off like a real nice guy. And you really got a peek behind the scenes of kind of the way he thinks. So check out the interview. Of course, Blackenfist, I've been wanting to work with him for many years. He is he grew up on the Toonami version, which is different than me, but he's one of the more well-researched Dragon Ball YouTubers out there. So check him out if you haven't. Just some great content. Qaaman's Land, of course, the best, I would say the best theorist in the Dragon Ball community, even better than me. He's known primarily for two things. He's got the timeline video that did like 10 million freaking views or something like that. I don't know, it's a lot. where he breaks down the 4 alternate timelines, like a 45-minute video. And then, of course, he's got the what ifs. That's what he's really known for. People always send him what ifs. So if you got a what if, that's the guy you got to talk to. Then let's move on to what I consider the fastest growing channel, I think, even faster than me, and that's ExperGamez. If you're going to sub to this guy, make sure that you, if you're a female, make sure that you have a change of underwear ready, because his deep voice will do things to you, if you know what I mean. No, but ExperGamez is blowing up really, really hard, and euphemism there, but definitely check out ExperGamez and his videos. He's I really like his positive vibe in his videos. It's very, very, very good. Dragon Ball Nation is next. Again, a lot of you guys know Dragon Ball Nation. Josh, he does a combination of everything: video games, versus battles, theories, discussions. Just, you're gonna get a little bit of everything, but the channel is 100% Dragon Ball. So a lot of these other channels have, you know, diversified content, but Josh is 100% Dragon Ball, so look forward to that. Now, out of those guys, go ahead and move on to a couple of guys who I really hope that you guys check out, because there's a lot of talent here. Let's go to MistareFusion. MistareFusion, of course, not a Dragon Ball tuber, but he is a extremely knowledgeable person in the community, also known as Gaffer Tape. MistareFusion is very, very, very well researched, and of course his big thing is the Dragon Ball dissection series, where MistareFusion literally reviews and recaps the entire Dragon Ball manga, and then he goes and he recaps the anime version in comparison to the manga, and you'll get all kinds of tidbits, all kinds of inside information. And really, MistareFusion's videos are in a big way what inspired me to do Dragon Ball in depth. You know, we kind of have the same mentality as far as doing videos and as far as our approach to Dragon Ball and our love for Dragon Ball, especially the culture and what comes behind it. So check that out. Up next, a good buddy of mine, MegaMan33570, who is really in charge of a number of fan projects that he's been working on for quite some time. And of course, the goal for MegaMan33570, first of all, if you could even, he says the words 33570 so damn fast that you'd think he was rhyme style, but MegaMan33570 hopes to one day have his fan projects be on the level of Absalon or maybe even Team 4-Star, which is going to be tough, but I mean, hey, we got to start somewhere, so definitely support MegaMan33570, as well as Platinum TDX as well. He's not on the list, but Platinum is very, very awesome. Actually, I should just put him on the list. Fuck it. Maybe I'll throw him down there. Up next, XxSonTJxX, the undisputed king of the top 10s. If you want a top 10 of anything, Dragon Ball characters, One Piece characters, Marvel characters, that's the man you have to go to. XxSonTJxX, the undisputed king of the what ifs. Si hablas español, aka if you speak Spanish, check out Soul Nova. She is a Spanish-speaking Dragon Ball fan, but she speaks a little English too. I'm hoping to get her on one of these days. And she does playthroughs of games like Chrono Trigger and things like that, but also she does Dragon Ball content, including some awesome recaps of some of the sagas in Dragon Ball, which is a continuing project. She just started a little while ago. Got the first 2, I think, done as of this recording. Got more coming. So definitely check out Soul Nova. Then, of course, there's my buddy Hail Zeon. I've talked about Hail Zeon before. Hail Zeon is the no-nonsense, tough guy of the Dragon Ball community. Very, very critical of Dragon Ball, even though he does love Dragon Ball. And that's not all he loves. You check out his channel. He's got content about Turtles. He's got content about Sailor Moon and other anime. But you gotta understand with Hail Zeon, he pulls no punches. But you should subscribe to him because, you know, people have often said they like me because I try to kind of I try to like say it like how it is. Like I'm very, very, you know, I'm very blunt. This guy's even more blunt than me, you know, and we don't always agree, but his, you know, he backs up his criticisms with good points. So it's always good to kind of watch his videos and get a different perspective. Then of course there's Dr. Love, the legendary Dr. Love, the only man on YouTube that has PhDs in both loving and lovemaking, so keep your girlfriend far away from him. Check out his videos on his theories about games, and every once in a while he'll make a video and he'll have a commentary about something, and I'll be like, damn it, I wish I thought of that. Like the video about he did recently a video about the video games and why there won't be any sequels. Like, yeah, that's exactly right. Like, you know, there's more to it than just that, but I mean, you know, it just hit me like, fuck, I should have done this video, but he beat me to it, and that's why you should subscribe to Dr. Love. Then another man with a PhD in Kool-Aid, Dr. Blick, the most chocolate brother in the land. Dr. Blick has more personality in his chocolate skin sword than most of YouTube combined, so go subscribe to Dr. Blick, of course. Great channel. Not just Dragon Ball, he does other things too, and he tells stories, and it's just like literally just a lot of fun. And then of course there's, last but not least, Kanzenshuu. Check out the Kanzenshuu YouTube, not just the website. They are now doing episode notes. So whenever you get done watching a Dragon Ball Super episode, they're doing little tidbits and notes for every episode. They just did the first 3. I'm not sure when the 4th one goes up. Probably sometime next week or early or late this week. But they got little notes, you know, about things in the show that you may or may not know. Little throwbacks, little inside stuff. I love that kind of insider Dragon Ball stuff. So definitely check out the Kanzenshuu YouTube. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to all these motherfuckers. And thank you for subscribing to me. And I'm just here to promote unity in the community. I'm here to promote good content, good conversation, and really to get Dragon Ball. I don't know how much impact I'm going to have on getting this community, on getting this product bigger and stronger than it is, because really it comes down to Toei and Toriyama and what they give us. The product that they put out has to be good, but I'm hoping that at least some of these guys can get some shine, and they deserve it. They deserve it. Zeon, Love, Blick, Nova, Dragon Ball Nation, so MistareFusion, everybody who I just named, MegaMan, check them out, and thank you for checking me out. Tell a friend about my channel. Tell a friend about their channels. And thank you. I really appreciate it. Very, very much. I never thought... I mean, my goal was to hit 9,000. My goal was to hit 5,000 by September and 10,000 by the end of the year. And I've actually beat that by several months. So I don't even know what my goal is now, except to bring out some more content. Quick programming note for you guys. Just what's coming up on the channel real quick. Got another Butoden review coming, another Dragon Ball in-depth coming. I'm working on coming up with another Lost in Translation. I'm trying to bounce out what I want, but actually I've got the next 3 Dragon Ball in-depths ready to go. I'm going to probably spread them out, but the next one's coming up. I think I'm going to drop it Monday, this coming Monday, and it's all about philosophy of causality in Dragon Ball. Well, that's deep shit, man. Can you handle it? I hope you can, because I want people to watch that video. But check it out. Thank you as always, and I will catch y'all down the road, on the road to, 50,000 one of these days. Maybe someday, I hope so. All right, have a good one, y'all.